stop that recording. Just wander up here. Now, if I go in here, do I fall through the fucking map? Nope. Okay. There we go. Because the last place I went into the diner and I fell through the map. So that means that there's like a when you go inside something, sometimes the material there's a small transition of like a little tiny crack, and you can't see it, I can't see it, but the game can, and you just right through things. So what you got to do is you got to go out of the map and you got to go underneath there and put something underneath or put something above it like a little I don't know piece of wood over top of that so that your character just kind of goes up and over it kind of thing. That's also how a hacker, by the way, would find ways underneath the map to do all the weird shit you see in some of your video games. Okay? It's just to sort of so this is not game ready. However, it's functional. It's kind of neat. What else we got here? Uh, like I said, it's laggy on me because I'm using a potato PC, but to the rest of you, this if I compiled this up, you could run around in the city and do whatever I let you do, or that kind of thing. And this little white guy's the base model for whatever. So you got a little bank here, and you got stuff in here. It's just an idea of one of the buildings, right? I could move the player start into other buildings, and then you could have different scenes and different things going on. This is like if you're going to do a cinematic or a little short. The thing is, this PC can do that stuff. It just takes it forever to do. Which I was explaining to someone on Twitter. I says, it's all possible. It's just really fucking slow. See that little see where the material goes from here to the next place? If it's not done correctly, that's where you fall through the map. Okay? Just so people know that kind of stuff. And what else here? Let's see. Let's see one of these big buildings across the street here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. What else we got here? I'm not going in there again. Fuck that shit. What other buildings we got that we can go into? See, it's a nice little block. It's kind of like that one where I added a bunch onto the back of the what do you call it? Those two other videos that where I made in the engine and then spliced together, right? And this is more of a Western setup, right? Like you see, you even got bank machines over here, right? Play loot boxes today. Aha. Eco Money Bank, right? Okay, go over here, run over here. Right. And all these buildings have insides, I'm told. So now I'd have to go and use another pack to make doors that open and put little event triggers, right? And then you could be able to do things, right? Yeah. What's this shit? Oh, there's a way in. Oh, it's the same thing. That's just showing you one inside building. Jump. Yay. Oh, let's see here. You got a whole bunch of buildings on the other side of things here. Bump. Let's see, how do I get over to those? I don't know what's down there. Run behind there. The restaurant. Yeah. Let's just go around the corner. Oh yeah, okay. Let's just see here. If I can get around. Oh, wait. Something happening there. Ooh, more buildings. Dun, 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 dun. Told you. Wow, that's bright, eh? Sunlight's really happening here. And there's another restaurant. Right? Best burger. Yum yums. Can I get into any of these buildings? And I need to rebuild the lighting to make that work a little more better for stuff too. That's another thing. Pretty good asset for free. Look at the size of all this shit. You can do all kinds of neat things with this. Like a superhero thing, people flying around, doing things. Combine it with that other one and make a really big area, right? Oh yeah, that's how you do it. You sneak through the back alleyway there. Okay. Pizzeria. There we go, man. What's this thing? Funny looking building. Okay. Go this way, can I? Alright. What's over here? Okay, there's stuff over on that side too, eh? Alright. Can I go in here somewhere? Is the door open for me? No. No. So I'd have to mess with that. Stuff down there. Okay. Yeah, first thing I turn off. I don't like motion blur. It can be good if you have a really top end card. It might make things look a little realistic, but on anything less than a top end card, it kind of makes it look like there's lag, and there actually isn't any lag. It's just the motion blur doing what it's supposed to do, which is make it look motion blurry, which it makes it seem like there's lag. Anyway, there's a little setting, and there's like a post process that you just check off, and it drops down a whole bunch of menus of different things like you would see in your games on how to do settings and shit like that, and you can just check things off, right? That's how you can get stuff like this to look nice on a potato PC. So there you go, guys. That's that took a couple hours to do. It crashed my PC once, or at least I thought it did. Maybe it didn't. Anyway, and I still got to try out this 425, because if I can, then I could bring stuff like this into the, and there's a thing called chaos, and then you can have, like, say, an object hit that building and it would just blow apart, and it's part of the system of how the game engine works, and it's built in. And then there's the particle system, which then, you know, I was mucking around with that a while back when I was doing some things with that Phantom Menace stuff, and doing explosions and particle beams and setting them up so I could, you know, blast at things and have stuff come out of guys' hands, and, you know. And then I learned about how to set up keys for triggers so that technically I could do that. So if you had an animation where you hit a key and his arms come up, and then you would have like that little amount of time, you'd have to know what that time is, and then a blast could come out from his hand, and then you could have it do damage, and if it did, it would hit the wall over there and blow it apart, right? And then you have a video game where, you know, that kind of thing can happen, right? And pieces of the building, if they fall on you, they could do damage to you as well, right? Unless you're, you know, superhumanly tough, right? Smoker's cop. Yeah. That's cool. Okay, guys, I'll put this video up, and have a good one. Just a second here.